Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 21. Working from the gun, it's Carr. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
To throw is Carr. Got a man. It's Brown. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Again, they'll throw with Carr. This will be caught inside the 10. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 22 yards there, a first down.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. 93. 52, 52.
Again, it's Carr. That's going to be caught by Williams for a Raiders touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up.
I do believe we came here to see a game, didn't we? And it looks like he's running what we call routes versus air. You just go out there with your offensive unit and throw the football with no defense. He's 5 for 5 on the opening drive.
He was on his game there for drive number 1, but well, the thing is now he can't go any higher than that. He was so perfect. Can he do it again later?
Yeah, all he cares about right now is making it 10 for 10, 15 for 15.
Keeping that going.
And he feels like he can get it done.
Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively,
wide open, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 36 yards on the play.
I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Rivers now to throw on first down. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Rivers. And he'll find his man on the out route. That's Allen. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
That's another Chargers first down. 180. Black 11.
From the red zone now, Rivers. Benjamin with it over the middle. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Now Gordon. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now.
Got a man. It's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Chargers have taken the lead. Extra point by Badgley up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
694.
Carr now on first down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. Carr now to throw. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where is he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. 25 yards that time. A nice little completion there by Phillip Rivers. And you and I were reading the article yesterday, 5th grade. Rivers had to do a project where he had to make a poster about his dreams. Looking for Benjamin, but it's intercepted. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
The throw complete here to Williams. The reception good for 7. It's third down. A second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Shotgun now for Carr. Escaping the pressure right. He's got a man. It's Williams. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That was shades of Tennessee volunteer football back in the 80s with Charles Davis coming up from the secondary to make the tackle for a loss.
You mean my teammates doing that, right? Because they would tell you, my coach said, where's that tape? I want to see that. But how about the complete package there? Not just playing the pass, but being a willing tackler and making a really nice play.
Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal.
185.
I'm going back to you. I'm going back to you.
Ain't no way.
52 to my
Exit. Hey, let's get that roll. Mike 52. Mike 52. Here we go.
Carr now on 3rd and goal. Flush to his right. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
A good drive gets him inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at the 34. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Throwing Rivers. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Working out of the gun, Rivers. Dancing to his left. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, Jonathan Abram picks it, and he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
On 1st down, it's Jacobs. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
The tackle by Denzel Perryman. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 47.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
On 2nd and 9, Carr going for the deep ball. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it.
And that's now the 2nd time he's picked up a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively, and you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
Now Gordon on 1st down. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, there was not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way, a dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. And it's complete. Henry. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. They go for it on 4th down, and it pays off big time as they pick up 29. Here's Rivers. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Gordon. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 6 on the play, and it's a 2nd down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. This is Gordon. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Phillip Rivers with his 3rd touchdown pass of the game. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the 2nd half.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Carr, and that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Carr. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Townsend to punt it. Deep for the Chargers, Desmond King. It's taken to the 26. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards, as he'll get this only back to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at the 20.
We got 4. Express. 6:37.
Hey, box truck, box truck. And we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get
Operating from the gun, Carr. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit the sack to Joey Bosa. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you, because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept their minute by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Now, the big play pushes them all the way out to the 40 now for 1st down. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Choose the mic right here over there, right? Pick and choose the mic.
On 2nd down and 4. Carr. Wilson snags it left side. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Hey, echo.
52. Express.
Mike 52, Mike 52.
Coming. Where's 52? Watch 52.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Rush coming, and he's taken down. That's Thomas Davis on the sack. Came in the league way back in 2005. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out, you see, and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Casey Hayward. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Rivers now. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
The Chargers on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Check 25. Load it. Load it.
From the gun, Rivers. And nowhere to get away. Rivers is dropped. Maurice Hurst drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down. On is the Chargers punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Take it at the 37. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over.
Check 26, check right now.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. J.J. Nelson, the intended target. And now it's 2nd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, and especially against deep.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Jatavis Brown. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Hey, Charlie.
Now Carr to try again after the pick 6. And now here is another interception. Picked up by the linebacker, Jatavis Brown. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
Following the interception here, Rivers. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Carl Joseph. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and say, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. The old Cal Bear, Brandon Mebane, gets the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their own 26. Looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Flushed out right. And he's going to find a man, Keenan Allen. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 15 yards on the play, first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 44-yard line. Now Rivers throw into the hands of Gordon. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll bring up a second down. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. They'll throw again. Rivers. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 33 yards that time.
Chargers, first down.
180, 380. Mike, here we go.
Now Rivers going to give to Gordon on the draw. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it out. And we've got them now.
Got a man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown. A 4th touchdown pass there for Phillip Rivers. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 21.
180.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well-coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Here's Carr. He gets it to Brown, complete. Antonio Brown, kiss him goodbye. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Antonio Brown, 79 yards. And the Raiders get a score closer. Carlson now to add the extra point. And the lead is down to 20. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This is taken at the 3. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Rivers. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and 14.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 14.
Hey, Rocket. White.
Now Rivers. Man, it's Williams. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one goes for 24 yards. Rivers on 1st down. Going deep for Benjamin. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to have this down deep into Oakland territory. A big play there for L.A. And even 50 yards. From the red zone now, Rivers. Got a man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown. From 13 yards out, and the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. A diving catch for the score he laid out. That was special.
And you know the first thing they're going to check, right? Did he complete the process of the catch? All the way through, all the way to the ground. Ball doesn't hit the ground without control in his hands. All of that, yes. Check the box, touchdown.
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 23. Shotgun now for Carr. Lets it go for Nelson. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 12 yards there and a 1st down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. To throw is Carr. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. I guess at this point, Charles, heck, why not take some shots?
I would agree with that totally, because a big play can't hurt at all. Heck, you might get a pass interference call out of it. Somehow the ball might get tipped up and you come down with it. Might not do too much for the result of the game, but it could add to your stats.
That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
I know I spend a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people.
And this is taken in at the 5. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. J.J. Nelson, 39 yards. And the Raiders make some inroads here on that deficit. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And that will shave one more off this lead. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Victory 90! Hey, Brown 80! Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on first down. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Let's go, let's go.
And he's going to find that man yet again, Keenan Allen. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2.
Alpha!
At the 43-yard line.
53's the mark. 53, check.
Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Chargers on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Hey, Rocket.
From the shotgun, it's Rivers. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. He's got it at the 15. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, 56 yards. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead.
I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
Exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head.
But that's
the
about
virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
94. Right on line. 52's the mic.
From the gun, Carr. He's going to let it fly. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
29. 52's the mic.
To throw again. Carr. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And my goodness, another interception. Derwin James with a pick. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
We can't get stopped.
Intercepted. The Chargers take
180.
over 1st and 10.
Easy,
at their own
easy.
29-yard line.
No gain on this. Wait, 89.
Throwing here, Rivers. He's airing it out for Williams. And it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Southern California.